Well, let's go.
Story time. It's story time. It's story time.
There once was a poor fisherman named Abu Nasir. He had not caught any fish for many days, and so his wife and son were starving and crying of hunger. Abu Nasir felt very sad. He went to the masjid and cried and cried. The Imam of the masjid saw him crying and asked, "What's wrong?" "I have no money and I have no fish," said Abu Nasir. The Imam smiled. "You only need to ask Allah for help," he said. "Today, make sure you return to the river, and when you are there, before you throw out your fishing net into the water, you should say, Bismillah." Abu Nasir took the Imam's advice. He returned to the river, and before he threw his fishing net into the water, he said, Bismillah. And Allah rewarded him with his first big fish in a very long time. Abu Nasir took the fish to the market and sold it for a loaf of bread to feed his family. He thanked Allah for this great blessing. On his way home, Abu Nasir saw a poor woman with her son. They were crying because they had no food. "We are so hungry," they said. Abu Nasir noticed them staring at his loaf of bread. This reminded him of his own wife and son. He knew how it felt to have no food. This woman and her son had no food, but they also had no father to care for them. So he gave them the loaf of bread. They smiled and their tears dried up. "Thank you," they said. "Thank you for such a generous gift." Abu Nasir became more and more worried. What about his own wife and son? He wondered. He prayed to Allah and asked Him to protect them. Soon after returning home, there came a knock at the door. It was a businessman. "I'm looking for Abu Nasir," he said. "Then you are looking for me," said Abu Nasir. "But who are you?" "Many years ago, I borrowed money from your father to start my business," said the businessman. "Though he has passed away, I want to give you the money I owe him." The man handed Abu Nasir a bag full of money. It was more money than Abu Nasir could ever dream of. With it, he bought enough food to feed his family for a month, and they all smiled again. With the rest of the money, Abu Nasir started his own business. He became a great businessman, and his family never went hungry again. See, boys and girls, by giving to charity and helping others for the sake of Allah, Allah helped and blessed Abu Nasir in return, and Allah will do the same for you and me.
Somewhere in a place close by, there's a mother with a child with tears in her eyes. Somewhere